Hello and welcome to another episode of A Bright Side. Today we're at the Lodge Forest Visitor Centre here at the Queen Elizabeth Forest Park, Scotland. So let's go check it out. Just stepping across the road here. Quiet, nothing coming. I like this sign that states, "Go Ape." Here, some directions. We just drove through Aberfoyle, which is 3/4 of a mile to the left. And then the Three Lochs Forest Drive, 1 3/4 in the other direction. And 6 miles away, Loch Katrine, or Katrine. I don't know how they pronounce that. So we're going to have a little look around this place. There are some trails, designated trails, that will hopefully lead us to a nice waterfall. So we're going to check that out, because if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I love a good waterfall. And then a little bit later, I think we're going to maybe pick up a picnic back in Aberfoyle. Got my man Froto here if you're thinking, what the heck is that? Back in Aberfoyle, there was, I think it was a co-op we passed by. So we might pick up a couple of little items for a picnic and then head to beautiful Loch Lomond. And here is our rental car. It's a Kia Seed. I assume it's pronounced Seed. Yeah, nice ride. It's not freezing cold, but I have... You're going to wear a coat as well, aren't you? I have swapped out my hoodie. It's definitely not going to rain. It's not scheduled to rain today, but it is a bit of a chill in the air, so I have opted to play a little bit safe, because I don't want to be, like, chittering around. Hey,
it's not Cornwall, is it?
No, definitely no. It's quite cold.
Have you shown them the view?
I haven't shown the view yet. No, there's a mountain up there. Yeah, just a little glimpse here of the surroundings. Absolutely beautiful. It's calm, it's peaceful. You can hear the little songbirds twittering away. Lovely. So it's a pay and display car park, isn't it? What are we looking at? Up to 1 hour is £2. Vehicle all day, £5. So we're not going to be here all day, but we're going to be more than an hour, aren't we? So I assume you're doing the £5 one?
Yeah.
Let's come up to this little like hill. Well, not hill, but I don't know, whatever that is. Looks like a little trail. Apparently most of the trails are relatively easy, not too strenuous, so I assume they're sort of gravelled like this, but we'll find out in a minute. We definitely want to check out the Waterfall trail, and there is a visitor centre here, so we will go into the visitor centre and hopefully get a bit of info in there. Right, actually, just because of that chill in the air, I've actually just doubled up. I put my hoodie back on, and then my sort of raincoat, just to keep that warm. So I'm a bit of a hot bird when I get going, but it is definitely very chilly. A little bit backlit, but we've made it to the lodge. We assume that this is some sort of visitor centre. There's the Go Ape thing, and there's some kids up there that are, like on a zip wire and whatnot. There's some bathrooms there. Hopefully this is open so that we can find out more of what we're doing in terms of like a trail. Okay, it is indeed open. We've made it in. It's open till 10 to what? 10 to 5? Something like that. Queen Elizabeth Forest Park. There's so much to see and do here. Wondering where to begin? Yes, I am actually. Oh, we're like back to front. Oh, hang on, let's go around this side. Let's see what we're doing. Right, so where are we? So there's... Yeah, that's where we are. I feel like I've got a pointing stick with my man Froto there, but right, so that's
Loch Ard.
Loch Ard. I like that. She was very, very friendly. She's given us a map, and so all the trails start at the same point, and then you follow the colour code for which one you want to do.
So we're going to start with the white one, because that's the one that takes us to the waterfalls.
Yep.
But apparently they all go past the waterfall anyway, so we'll get to the waterfall and then we'll see how we're feeling.
Yeah. So there are a couple of strenuous routes.
We might not do the strenuous ones, only that we're in trainers and it's obviously terrain that we're not familiar with.
Yeah.
So we might stick to moderate today.
Yeah.
Because we haven't brought our walking boots with us up to Scotland.
No.
But we'll see what it feels like once we're out there.
Yeah. Oh yes, I do love this sort of terrain. We were talking, weren't we, that, you know, obviously where we are in Cornwall is absolutely stunning. Its coastline is some of the best coastline that you will ever find in the world. But we don't have anything like this, you know, sort of like these higher mountains, if you will. We have obviously lots of like rugged moorland in Bodmin and whatnot, or the Bodmin area. But ultimately, I mean, you know, this is something that we as Cornish folk don't see every day, and it really does take your breath away. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there's one of those posts. We're following the white, but again, like the lady was saying, and what we've just mentioned is that all the trails do pass by the waterfall. The statue caught our eye. Looks like a lumberjack lady. Who is this? Let's climb up here and have a look. Looks like Malcolm Robertson. Yeah.
It's called Salute, and it was commissioned by the Forestry Commission of Scotland.
All right. 2007. So she's been standing here since 2007. She looks a bit like Land Army-ish, doesn't she?
Well, it's the Forestry Commission.
Yeah. Oh, there's another plaque.
Oh, the Women Timber Corps.
Ah, that makes more sense. Oh, no, I said like World War II era, didn't I? That.
Yep.
The statue is dedicated to the members of the Women's Timber Corps.
Lumberjills.
Lumberjills, I love that. As they were affectionately known. Lumberjills, brilliant. Just come across this cute little sculpture of some deer. It's nice. Dear little deers. How much would Matilda and AJ like this? You got little fairy doors there on the door, on the make that the tree. You've got your little doors down there and their little windows. And over here, it's almost like a little hobbit hole. Little circular doors. It's nice, isn't it, when you're inland a bit more and you hear these little birds, like songbirds. Basically, we can't hear any seagulls. This is interesting. So you've got the town or village, I don't know if it's a town or a village, of Callander, 14 miles in that direction. Aberfoyle, the little village that we drove through, half a mile in that direction. But this is set up by the National Cycle Network. And what caught my interest was, I'm pretty sure that in between Newlyn and Mousehole,
yeah,
there is a similar marker for the National Cycle Network. Just stepping through this beautiful wooded area. There's a bridge just over there. We have spotted the waterfall. We'll show that in a minute. We'll do a reveal of the waterfall. Again, you do know, or if you've been watching the channel, you know that I do love a waterfall. This really is lovely, I must say. This is very, you know, effort's been put into this. The kids, because this is all low grade, not too difficult to walk. Actually, kids would find this really interesting. So here's our bridge. We're gonna have a little look. Just gonna kind of set the camera here, and then we're gonna head up to the waterfall, which is just up there. Okay, Shelley's making a beeline for the hammock. She wants to lay or lie in a hammock. Let's see, I'm not going to laugh too much if she spins round completely. Yep, good job. Good, yes, you did it. Comfy?
yeah.
Hammocks are nice, aren't they? Enjoying the view?
Yes.
Beautiful. There's the reverse angle, there's the bridge that we walked onto a minute ago. Right, what we've got to do now is pick up the trail and see, we're going to get that map and from this point just see where we've got to head. We've picked up the green trail now, which is classified as moderate. We're not going to go for a strenuous walk today. Again, we're not equipped in the right footwear, and those ones like you have to allow for, you know, like 2 to 3 hours to, oh, that was boggy, like 2 to 3 hours to complete the more strenuous trails. So we're just going to stick with the moderate one, which it said allow for an hour. And then, yeah, glad this wooden guardrail is here because you wouldn't want to go tumbling down there towards that river. It's nice as well that there's some little plaques with some information. I like this, Shellbell. If you had to be a wood warbler, a chaffinch, or a tree creeper, which would you be?
A wood warbler.
I'd be a tree creeper.
Fair enough.
We were just laughing because, what did you say, Shellbell, about?
For those of you with children of a certain age, you would have watched the Frozen films many, many times. And it just struck me as it reminded me of the area where the trolls live.
So are all these rocks actual
Maybe
trolls?
they're actually trolls.
They might come running in and pop up and say hello. Like this rock, it almost looks like it's cracked to form a mouth or oral opening. Maybe that's a creature, a troll, a Scottish troll. There's a chainsaw. Obviously they're taking care of some work over there. Unless it's Leatherface. We were just commenting how different the air smells up here. When you're from Cornwall, even if you're in like the most central part of Cornwall, you're not that many miles away from the sea.
Yeah, and you get used to that salty smell and that salty taste, really. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Here it's, fresher is not the right way to describe it because actually Cornish air is very fresh. It's just different, isn't it? It's just
smells and it tastes different, and it's hard to explain.
Mm.
But yeah, it's lovely. It's very lovely here. I've been taken with it so far.
I told you you'd love Scotland.
I think we'll be back.
I think we will. Here's our green marker, but I would say pretty much finishes the trail. Got a sign now, again to the left, Aberfoyle, and then to the right, the lodge, which is the visitor centre. I wonder if so there's no, so with the Cornish language and like Gaelic or Gaelic, whichever it is up here, there's no link other than the fact that they're like native languages of Britain. But Aber
Is river?
It's something, because Aber is because if you like Falmouth in Cornish is Aberfoyle.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's like a correlation there with the term Aber. Could be just a complete coincidence, of course. Beautiful, made it back to the lodge, which is behind me. And what we're going to do is utilise the facilities here and then head into Aberfoyle and pick up a little picnic for Loch Lomond. Made it down the hill, very short commute, about a half mile to Aberfoyle. Not going to explore particularly here because what we want is the co-op. There is a post office there. There's like a cafe of some description. Yeah, looks like a nice little village. It's quiet, isn't it? Quite quiet.
It's also like the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, yeah.
People are at work and school.
Yeah. We made the short drive to Castle Balloch. The town of Balloch is down in that direction, and it's right on the southern portion of Loch Lomond, which is right in front of us. How beautiful. So this is like a country park where we have stopped. There's going to be a few points around Loch Lomond. This is obviously just one of those points. We will try and drive to a couple more because it would be a bit remiss of us not to. And what did you say? AJ was looking at a map of Scotland.
No, we were reading.
Or what was he doing? He was
a
reading.
book
Yeah,
about Loch Ness.
that's
And
right.
the Loch Ness monster.
And he was reading it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was reading it to me.
Yeah.
And obviously, because he's learning phonics at the moment, it
Yeah.
was Loch.
Loch. That's right. He kept saying Loch Ness.
I didn't want to correct him because, in phonic terms, he was correct.
He wasn't wrong, was he? Yeah. Loch Ness.
So he wants to go to Loch Ness.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll take him. And so for AJ, this is Loch Lomond. Made it down to the shore of Loch Lomond. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful day. There's also a little play park over there. Amazing sight. Just coming down with the kiddos. Obviously our kiddos are not with us on this trip. There's a jet ski out there. There's a slipway where there's a few people congregating, just looking at the views. They've got their dog. Dog is splashing in and out of the water. In that direction then is the town of Balloch.
Yeah.
Is that like a funnel of a... Is that like... I'm a bit backlit. Is that like a ship?
Like a steamship or paddle ship type thing. You could take little like cruises around there.
Thank you. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, I don't know whether that's an active ship as such, but... Yeah. Just hear the waves there just gently lapping up against this slipway. I don't know why I've pointed that out. Okay, I think I'm going to stop at this point because I do not want wet feet for the rest of the day. But this really is beautiful, like standing on this slipway here kind of just gives you that perspective of standing almost like on top of the water, if you will. So what do you think of Loch Lomond?
It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. It looks like a painting.
It is. Well, no, it's not a painting, but it looks like a painting. You know what I meant.
I'm just conscious of the water and it sounds like it's getting closer.
Yeah, it's all right.
We're not in the water.
No, we're not in the water, no. We got dry feet. Obviously, it comes up a little bit. I mean, because, I suppose just the motion of the...
Maybe it's a bit tidal, I don't know.
It will bring it a little bit higher up on the slipway by the look of it, but how lovely is this? Good to know. Okay, so this is like a little cafe here by the look of it. Maybe we'll get a little beverage.
Good idea.
Good idea. Okay, beverage achieved.
Cheers.
Cheers. Both opted for a hot chocolate. We were laughing because we were laughing with the gent in there who was serving, because of course the ice cream there is Kelly's ice cream. So we come to Loch Lomond, you got Cornish ice cream. Right, well, I think maybe just, I don't know, maybe we'll just stroll here. We'll just sit here for 2 secs and, yeah. Just sat here on this table. Could do a little bit of a scrub down, I think. It's a little bit untidy. Weather worn, as it were. And yeah, just gonna enjoy our hot chocolates, looking at Loch Lomond. Do you know, all I can think about now is when, in the film Highlander, when Connor MacLeod, the Clan MacLeod, played by brilliant Christopher Lambert, but when the day that he found out that he was immortal, and he was like thrown off the side of a boat by Sean Connery's character rather, and of course he sank to the bottom of the loch, and he thought he was going to drown when he just walked out because he realised that he was immortal. Brilliant. There's the view from where we're standing up towards that castle. We're just going to walk, I assume, in like a northerly direction, which would make this this way, which would make this the east side of the loch. So we're not going to go too far. Wonder what is?
Don't know.
Oh, I've got a fly in my ear. That was very uncomfortable. Is it just like a home? You know, like one of those sort of stately home, maybe. It looks something like that, yeah. It's alright. That bug disturbed me. He was like, you couldn't get out.
Now he's dead.
And, well, I don't think he's dead. He just flew out, but I don't know. Who knows? He could be. Nice, isn't it? Just walked onto higher ground just to get that perspective there of Loch Lomond. There's boats that would operate in the season, of course. We are a little bit out of season as of the filming of this. It is March. Yeah, they're beautiful. I wonder if they would sell us the castle.
Should we put an offer in?
Yeah, we could maybe buy that. We'd have enough rooms then for kiddos. Imagine saying to Tilly and AJ that we're moving to Scotland and because we bought a castle. They'd be like, what? Don't you think?
They'd love it.
They would love it. Imagine that. Bedroom each.
A wing each.
A wing each. Oh, think of all the hobby Warhammer space I would have. Oh,
Wow.
yes.
But it'd also be like appropriate theme. Like you could make a little Warhammer like castle.
Made it to Balloch, the town, right on the southern shore there of Loch Lomond. There's a little branch line. The train did leave a moment ago, so we've just like parallel parked in this zone here. There's no restrictions other than the fact that there's no idling. So we've switched off the engine and we're going to have a little look around this town. See if we can pick up a fridge magnet, because that has to be done. And take it from there. Okay, so there's a pub. Not in the market to eat anything. We do have our little snack still with us. We're just going to, I think, cross over the bridge. We'll walk over the bridge, get the aspect of the water. So that's the direction of the loch. All these boats, there's hundreds of them, isn't it? Because you've got all of these, plus all the ones behind us. Hundreds of boats. Ah, it's like a loch bridge. Everyone like putting all their I love you like here. More of these padlocks, but what caught our eye was this half-sunken boat. Not looking in good shape. Okay, we're not going to because we do have our little picnic with us, but I could eat some like Scottish fish and chips now. That would be amazing. There's a little gift shop here, Loch Lomond gift house. Jewellery and gifts. I think we'll be able to find a fridge magnet in here, don't you think? Yep, this was the fridge magnet that we came away with. There was quite a few little trinkets in this shop. It was a nice little shop. The lady that ran it was very nice. Some like glasses and cups and all there with contains man boos. That's quite amusing. Loads of plushes there. Right, fridge magnet achieved. Just a little picture of Loch Lomond with the name. And then we bought the kids a couple of little plushes in there that they can enjoy. We can't go home without buying them a little something. Bell's just after a pair of sunglasses in a minute, so we're just going to nip into the Lomond stores just to see what they've got. Okay, that was a negative on the sunglasses. Made about a 30-minute commute from where we were to this eastern viewpoint here of Loch Lomond, close to what I think is called Millerrocky Bay, just up that way somewhere. I assume it's pronounced Millerrocky. Got some ducks down there enjoying themselves. Yeah. We're just gonna venture down here. We've got our little snack, our little late lunch. It's mid-afternoon. It's just shy of 3 p.m. So we're gonna have a little bite to eat. Enjoy the beautiful scenery. And I don't know what we're doing after this. It's not. Don't really want to go back to a hotel yet, do we? Bit early yet. We'll see. We'll think. We'll have a look. You can do it, Shellbell. You can do it. I have faith in you.
Did you make me do it first so you could follow?
Yes. Not a bad view, is it, for a lunch? Ooh. Oh yes. Squares. You went with the real McCoy, didn't you? We're gonna share with this sandwich, so we're not like going
And then we've got a Kit Kat.
completely large. Oh, we got a Kit Kat, yeah. Just laughing at the ducks that came to join us. Greedy little ducks. Yeah, I'm blown away by how beautiful this is. And it feels very calm, doesn't it? And again, I know we're out of season. I know we're not like leaping with holiday makers. But it doesn't feel too ridiculously touristy. I know that's, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, how lovely. Loch Lomond. it to another loch. This is Loch Acri. I assume it's pronounced Acri.
It's a bit squelchy.
It is a bit squelchy. Yeah, it is a bit squelchy underfoot. Shelley used for steps. I didn't realise, and I kind of clambered down there. But yeah, another beautiful loch here. It's smaller, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously than Loch Lomond. Crikey, that's a big loch. But it's lovely. We like the fact that it's so quiet, don't we?
It's everywhere. It's just been really lovely
It's
and peaceful.
peaceful. You can just, just kind of hold the camera here for a minute and just listen. I think that's what I really like. Broken tree, presumably. Down in some sort of storm. Yeah, very scenic. So we parked in this area called Ben Venue. Part of the Great Trossachs Forest. Just one other car. So ours is the red car, our rental car. And we might go up that little trail because it leads up to another loch, the one we mentioned earlier, because actually we aren't too far away from where we started the video this morning. It'll take us up to Lake Katrine. Or Katrin, I don't know how they pronounce it, Katrine or Katrin. Yeah, we'll see how close it is. We might not make it. Not that it's late, it's about 4 PM. But if it's like a 2-3 mile stank, then we won't go that far. Just looking at that beautiful mountain top up there. Look at that. Way up there. Just came off the path up this little trail. Don't want to call it a summit, but summit-like area. So we can get a good view. I don't know if we are going to get to the other loch today. We'll see what we're looking like up here. So there's Loch Acri. That's where we were looking at a minute ago. Looking rather beautiful. And then, so Loch Katrin is that way somewhere. I'm not so sure if we're going to get there today. I'm not 100% sure, but looking at the map, I assume that is Ben Aen. A''A''N. Aen? I'm assuming that's it. But whatever it's called, it's beautiful. With Loch Acri behind us, we are going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. What do you think?
Absolutely stunning. And like, how can you get bored of views like that? How spectacular.
Yeah, that's right, and the mountain up there. It is lovely, I must say. Loch Lomond, lovely. Everything we've seen today, lovely.
People have been super friendly.
Yeah, yeah. So don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff. Got the sun in my eyes. Like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Brightside. So from us to you, cheers and gone. Bonus footage. These are the 2 little plushes that we picked up for the kiddos today, which amused us, like a Scottish hat there on Loch Ness Monster, and then a Highland cow a Highland coo, which is quite amusing. Kiddos will like those. And our little fridge magnet we picked up there just says Loch Lomond. That has to be done. So yeah, glad we picked these bits up. Again, our beautiful view. The sunset is happening. Look at that. Very nice. There is a complimentary cheese evening here tonight, which is nice. So I picked up a few delicious looking bits there. Oh, I didn't see chutney. You got like a chutney thing on your
That's why I got the
cracker.
wine.
Yeah, that looks all good. And it was and some wine comes with that. I opted for cider actually. I don't mind wine on odd occasions, but I wasn't really fancying wine, so they said that they would give me a pint of inches. And again, not a bad view from the bar. The cheese selection was just over there. And there we've got the lake looking fantastic. Just stepped outside because look at that sunset. That is possibly one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. So I know this is quite a lot of bonus footage, but why the heck not? Look at the reflection on the water. That is beautiful. Definitely another when in Rome moment. We have gone with haggis, neeps and tatties. Has to be done. Looking forward to it. Shelbelle went for the same. So this is our little starters, and then we're going to dig into our main course. Get Shella's reaction. This is the first time she's ever eaten haggis.
So I've got some haggis, I've got some neeps, I've got some tatties, and I've got some of this sauce. Ready? It's very nice.
Good, isn't it? Yeah, good. Okay, well that was absolutely gorgeous. And then for my mains, I went with a delicious burger. I got this off the bar menu. You can mix and match. They've got 3 menus here. The restaurant menu, the bar menu, and an Indian food menu. So I had my haggis off of the main menu, and then I switched over to the bar menu to have this, let's say, this delicious looking double cheeseburger there with some chips and some sides there. And Shelley went with the rainbow trout, which was literally caught about 100 yards from where we're sitting. I won't flash the camera in that way because there's other people sitting in front of the windows. Yeah, basically the lake that this hotel is sat beside.
The lake that we keep showing you the views of because it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's where this came from.
That's where that trout comes from with all some
seasonal vegetables, beurre blanc, and a mashed potato.
Yeah. And we finished off our evening with a very delicious hot chocolate.